See the world differently, and sometimes their questions cut deeper than we expect. Today, we'll explore 10 innocent questions from kids that science cannot explain. Questions that challenge everything we think we know. Kids are known for asking funny, innocent questions, but some of those simple questions are so deep, even science has no answers. From mysteries of the mind to the secrets of the universe, these childlike curiosities reveal just how little we truly understand. Today, we're uncovering 10 innocent questions kids ask that science still can't solve. They say children are the most curious beings on Earth. Their questions can be innocent, funny, or even strange, but sometimes they go far beyond what science can answer. Believe it or not, some of the simplest questions asked by kids still leave scientists scratching their heads to this day. Let's dive into 10 innocent questions kids ask that science simply can't solve. Why do we dream? A child might wake up after a wild dream and ask, "Why did my brain show me that movie while I was asleep?" Adults struggle with that question too. Scientists know that dreams are connected to our brain's activity during sleep, but they can't fully explain why we dream in the first place. Are dreams just random images, or do they carry deeper meanings about our thoughts, fears, and future? The mystery remains. Why is the sky blue? This is one of the most classic questions kids love to ask, and while science has an answer about how light scatters in the atmosphere, it still doesn't explain everything. Why blue and not another color? Why do sunsets turn red and orange instead of green or purple? We understand the physics, but when you dig deeper, even scientists admit that our perception of color is still a puzzle. What happens after we die? Imagine a child asking this with complete innocence. Science can describe what happens to the body, but the bigger question, what happens to the soul, the mind, or the you inside your head, is still unanswerable. This one question has challenged not just scientists, but philosophers and spiritual leaders for centuries. Where does space end? Kids have a way of asking the simplest question that feels like a punch in the brain. If the universe is expanding, what is it expanding into? The truth is, no one knows. Science can describe galaxies moving apart and space stretching, but the idea of an edge of space is something we still can't wrap our minds around. Why do we laugh? A child might notice everyone giggling and ask, why do people make that sound when they're happy? Laughter is one of the strangest human behaviors. It's universal, but no one truly understands why it evolved. Some theories suggest it's a way of bonding, while others think it's our body's way of releasing tension. But the full truth? Still a mystery. Why do we have to sleep? Most kids hate bedtime, and sooner or later they ask the ultimate question, why can't we just stay awake forever? Science knows sleep is important for memory, health, and survival, but here's the twist. We still don't know exactly why. Why did evolution design us to spend nearly 1/3 of our lives unconscious and vulnerable? It's one of biology's strangest puzzles. Why do cats purr? Children love pets, and cats often raise this mysterious question. While purring is usually linked to happiness, cats also purr when they're scared, injured, or even dying. Scientists haven't cracked the code. Are cats healing themselves? Communicating something deeper? No one truly knows. Where do thoughts come from? If a kid asks, where was this idea before I thought it, even the smartest scientists fall silent. We know the brain is filled with neurons firing signals, but the leap from electrical sparks to creativity, imagination, and consciousness is still unexplained. Where ideas come from is one of humanity's greatest unsolved mysteries. Why do we exist? Leave it to kids to ask the most profound question of all. Why am I here? Science can talk about evolution and biology, but it can't answer the why behind existence. Is there a purpose to life, or is it random chance? This question has no clear answer, and maybe never will. And finally, why do we feel love? For kids, it may start with simple affection for family or a best friend, but the question cuts deep. Science explains hormones and brain chemistry, yet love goes far beyond chemicals. Why do we care so deeply for others? Why do we risk, sacrifice, and feel joy or heartbreak? Love remains a mystery science can't solve. So the next time a child asks an innocent question, don't be surprised if it leaves even the smartest people in the world completely stumped. Sometimes the simplest questions are the ones with no answers, and maybe that's what makes them so powerful. The questions of children remind us of something powerful, that the world is still full of mystery. Even with all our knowledge and technology, there are simple truths we just don't understand. Maybe that's the beauty of curiosity. It keeps us searching, learning, and wondering. So tell me, which of these questions blew your mind the most? Drop your answer in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending mysteries.